This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang. Yeah, whoa, East Coast with that gang gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast gon' head stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang gang gang, we famed up, got that change, we bagged up. Crew love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang gang, Lower with the gang gang gang. You know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with the gang gang gang.
We choose truth over facts.
Lower with the gang gang gang. You know we don't play gang gang.
He's heating up.
West Coast with the gang gang gang. Lower with the gang gang gang. You know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with the gang gang gang.
I am the danger.
Lower with the gang gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Hard time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. East Coast with the gang gang gang. West Coast with the gang gang gang. Lower with the gang gang gang. You know we don't play gang.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
West Coast with the gang gang gang. Lower with the gang gang gang. You know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with the gang gang gang. West Coast with the gang gang gang. Lower with the gang gang gang.
All normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Test. Testing. Testicles. Testicles. Ooh. Welcome everyone to episode 1800 and Schnein de Foie of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and ye all hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. And today's episode of the Sleazecast is brought to you, is sponsored by Everston K2 flexing on all you beaches.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer. He's heating up.
All right, we are about to go into it today. Fam, drop in the comments down below. Did you go to the fucking gym? Did you smash today? If you did, and I'm sure you did, what did you smash? Drop that in the comments down below. It is Tuesday, July the 13th, 2020, and we are about to go hard on Tainty Tuesday. Am I right, Falcon? Yeah, preaching. Papa's preaching on a Tuesday. Welcome to service. You got Reverend Swole here to take you through it, and we are going to go deep, aren't we, today? So before we get started, drop a comment down below. What'd you smash today? And of course, hashtag Tainty Magooch in the comments. You already know, beaches. You already know what's going down. You already know what's happening. You know what the Swole card's going to be. You think you know, but you have no idea. Once we bust that shit open, you're going to see how fucking glorious it is. It is unbelievable. It is magnifique. It's fantastique. It's wonderful. You're going to love it. It's a delicious, delicious Swole card. Okay, before we get started, make sure you smash that like button. Everyone hit the like button, like police on YouTube, of course. Make sure you subscribe also on Apple Podcast and Spotify. You could head on over to The Daily Swole. Again, that's thedailyswole.com for all the links. And also you can just head on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all those places that you're listening or watching right now. Live stream every single day on YouTube. But yesterday's live stream, fam, we had a great accountability meeting. Yesterday was fire. But not only that, we got some fucking fire on the podcast. So if you didn't catch it, how many of you listened, even though you were here for the accountability meeting? How many of you caught some extra? How many of you caught some delicious? How many of you got that fucking salty sack on the podcast yesterday? I went off. It was after a deep sauna session. I actually just did a bunch of more rounds of the sauna. It's delicious. Going hotter and more reps. Man, oh my God, feeling spicy. The nips are hard and I'm ready to go. Anyway, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're ready to go. Make sure you got your coffee, your bone broth, your tea, and you are strapped in and ready to go. Also, remember, in the show notes down below and in the post description, check out swolenormousx.com, because inside Swole Enormous X, inside Swole TV, is where yesterday's episode is available. So it's also pinned to the top of the private Facebook group. So if you missed yesterday's accountability meeting, we had some awesome releases. We got new recipes, new yoga class, a new arms workout. So go and check that out. We also have a special event this week, and I will let you know, fam, that this week we are going to be shifting things around a little bit because of scheduling. So I will let you know some updates with this week's exclusive broadcast. We're probably going to pivot to do a roundtable and then move the masterclass to another day. But I will be in touch and let you know. We got some scheduling concerns, and I will keep you appraised of that. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in the Telegram. And of course, I will Swole text you to keep you up to date. But let's just jump into today's episode. We'll talk about that in a few. But yesterday's accountability meeting is available inside Swole TV, so go check that out. Now, fam, now that you're dropping in the comments, let's say hi to a couple people. How we doing? Christian, round of applause. Some gorillas. What's going on, Ryan? Who else we got live? Marissa, fantastic. We got Lisa. We got two Lisas back-to-back Lisas. Jennifer Dubb, Hootie McBoob. I love that fucking name. I missed you, Hootie. Where you been? Where you been at? Lord James. What's up, RV? How we doing, Aaron? Let's see. Tyler, Josh, Zane. Good fucking name. Jarella. There we go. There's Mike. CJ. All right. Pedro. Fuck. The whole fam's here. Are you ready to go? Let's fucking do this. Cover your nips for the busting of the nut. Let's fucking go. Falcon, take it away. Kick this shit off. Fuck yeah. Put some respect on it, ya boosh.
USA, greatest country in the world.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Oh, sorry, Falcon. Oh, Falcon, I am sorry. I know. All right, I dropped it. It's a piece of... Chill the fuck out. Calm down, Falcon. Calm down. I know I dropped it. A fumble. You did a great job. It was a great rendition. Don't act like you fucking put in the work. My God, between you and Leo, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just trying to bust a fucking nut. Just trying to get this man cast started. Sheesh, there's no room for error. We demand perfection here on the Daily Swole. We demand some goddamn perfection. Isn't that right?
Come on, man.
Yeah, well, you're one to talk, Jay. All right, let's get into today's Mancast. Hashtag Tainty Magooch. Yeah, it's a good Swole card. That's a nice one. All right, hashtag Tainty Magooch. Don't be a beesh, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. We do have some awesome balls deep content today. So let's get into the tip, shall we, fam? Put in the comments down below. Get some eggplants. Let's get that tip going. Who's ready for some knowledge cock later? Oh my God, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. Let's get into it. All right, baby doll. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside.
Yow.
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 All right, we're going to kick off today. We're going to kick off today with CJ. CJ to the main stage. What do we got for him? What do we got for him, CJ? All right, hey fam, accountability post for me. Let's do it. This is going to be a long one, so strap in. My measurements and weigh-in that I did today with my trainer basically put me in the same place as last year. Of course, I'm not happy about it. Any logical person that has struggled with obesity in the past would be unhappy, but I'm in a much better place since last year. Since joining the Swole fam, I've dealt with leaving a toxic and abusive relationship, getting COVID, hurting my back, and losing my dad. Through all of that, I still pushed through and still did what I could to take care of myself. I'm definitely not at my leanest, nor am I at my heaviest, but I'm still putting in the work and I'm still checking in with the fam. I am a motherfucking warrior, and I will do whatever it takes to keep my health and fitness in check. I've said this before and I will say it again, or I'll say it now. I don't want to be in the 200 pounds range ever again. Fuck all of that bullshit. I can go balls deep into my training again, and I can't wait to see where I am come fuck your resolution season. Oh, that's right around the corner. Crush your week, fam, and go to the fucking gym. Hashtag Swole fam. Hashtag 7 pillars. Go to the fucking gym, Swole slut, and Swole season. I say, hell fucking yeah. Let's get some more gorillas.
You are looking rather splendid this evening.
Wow, what a post. What a post. If that didn't just blow your nips off, if your nips aren't hard right now, if you're not fucking rock hard, I don't know what would take it. I don't know what would get you there. I don't know what would get you there. That's the first one. That's the first one. Man, those are the hashtags you need. There we go. Those are the Swolefinity stones right there. You collect them all. There you go. Wow. Wow. That was extra juicy. That was extra juicy. Extra juicy. Thank you, CJ. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. That just blew my fucking nips off. Absolutely blown. Just fucking blown. Where am I? What time is it? What time is it? What are we doing here? That's it for the fucking show today. We are done. Thank you so much for being here. Episode 1894. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We'll stay. I'm just kidding. All right, we'll fucking stay. I get it. All right, I get
That's
it.
fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I know. All right.
I was kidding!
Chill
I was
out.
only kidding!
Chill out. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. We got another one. We got another one, fam. We got one from Lilith. Lilith to the main stage from the Swole fam discussion boards. What's up, Beeshes? What up, Beesh? Hey fam, I'm Lilith. I turned 26 this year and decided it's finally time to overcome my weight and start managing my ITBS better. Is that irritable bowel syndrome? You mean IBS, I suppose? I have just under 100 pounds to lose, but want to build the habits to keep it off. Figured now that I've got my career and income locked down, now I can focus on me. I'm not on social media, but Discord is my place. Good luck all. Well, excellent. Make sure, Lilith, that you're joining the Swole fam Discord. Make sure you find your way there because we got a Discord. You like to Discord? We like to fucking tango. Disco, I like a tango. Get it? Get it? All right. All right. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. Sorry.
How dare you?
Oh, yeah. Coming from someone with such a great sense of humor, Greta. All right, let's keep on. I thought it was a good one. I liked it. I liked it. You don't have to like everything I do, Falcon. You can chill the fuck out. Remember, use the hashtag TaintyMagooch. That's a sexy beach in the top right corner of your screen. That's a sexy fucking card. Don't be a beach, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. And you don't want to end up like Tainty. No one wants to be a Tainty. It's not a good look. Trust me. You don't want to do it. Don't be that guy. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. You're not that guy. You see that viral video? Fucking awesome. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. Madeline, Remember those books? Weird. Today, I realized that I'm so used to putting other people first that I have to literally be sent home from work because I'm more concerned about disappointing people or letting them down than I am with taking care of myself and resting. Damn, that was intense and short. That almost seemed like a segment. Hold on. That's a part of a thought. Let me hold on a second. Let me rub my torso a little bit and let's get into that a little bit again. Let me read that one more time. Today, I realized that I'm so used to putting other people first that I have to literally be sent home from work because I'm more concerned about disappointing people or letting them down than I am with taking care of myself and resting. The fuck is going on here, Madeline? What's going on, dear? What's going on here? You were sent home from work, so I guess you were sick because you weren't taking care of yourself because you're worrying. This is like talk about needing some more context. So what's going on here? You're not taking care of yourself and you're sick or something? You're sick and then you're going to work, but you're tired because you're exhausted and giving yourself to family or friends. And then when you go into work, you're sick, so they sent you home or something? I can't tell what's going on with that. I can't tell exactly what's going on, but Madeline, you answered your own question. Fuck other people, concerned about disappointing people. Who gives a shit? Here's the problem, Madeline. You're judging yourself. That's the issue. You're judging yourself. Who cares about disappointing other people? You do your best. If you're stretching yourself thin and you're making promises that you can't keep, then fucking pull away from that. Be honest. If you can't keep a promise, for example, then don't make them, right? So you want to stand by your word, so you have integrity, but don't judge yourself for taking care of yourself. People need to handle their own shit. They do. People need to learn to handle their own shit. And a lot of you do that. A lot of you are givers. You're givers. You sell yourself out. You just do everything for other people. How many of you are like that or used to be like that? That's very much pillar number one, community. That's very much pillar number one, tightening up your circle. There are those energy suckers out there. We all know those energy suckers. And if you've never downloaded your copy of the 7 pillars, make sure you check the show notes in the description. It's at the top of the page over at swolenormousx.com. But we all have those, we've all experienced those energy sucks. Those, quote, friends that just suck the energy out of you, that always need attention, that always have a problem, that always need to talk about their relationships, or always, I don't know, need some financial assistance, or always complaining about their job. Just negative energy, buzzkills, energy drain. But who cares about disappointing other people? It sounds like you're just judging yourself for not doing what you perceive others. Like, who fucking cares? There's nothing else to say about that. Who cares what they think? Disappointing people. Well, let them fucking handle their own shit. Focus on you. You need to focus. Sounds like you need to focus on yourself 100%. As close to 100% as possible. Man, disappointing people. Fuck that shit. And chances are you're thinking and projecting what you assume them to think. You know, unless there's a specific situation. Yeah, I agree, CC. I agree. Exactly. Too many people are quick to put themselves down, don't care about what others think, and learn to love yourself first. Yeah, fill your own cup. That's actually pillar number 4 is recovery. You can't pour from an empty cup. So recovery is not just sleep and hydration. It's also mental and emotional recovery, and making sure you're feeding yourself, whether it's reading more. That has to do with recovery, actually. We've talked about that before. Recovery is filling your own cup. Take care of yourself. Recovery has elements of mobility and yoga and hydration and sleep and self-care and, I don't know, taking a spa day or going and getting a massage or going for a walk or going to the beach and relaxing a little bit. That's all recovery. Everyone's going to get recovery in different ways. Some people just love to read a book. Some people like to curl up with their significant other and watch a movie. I'm not telling people to not watch fucking a movie, but I'm also telling people to make sure that you're fucking doing what you need to do as well. Doesn't mean you can't do other things. Yeah, tell people to suck a donkey's dick. That's right. We got a fucking soundboard for that, don't we?
Why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
You could tell them that. That might actually solve the problem. You know, if you told someone to back the hell up or you're going to rip their dick off and jam it up their ass, they might actually back the fuck off. Might solve your problem. So if you need a script to follow, that's a good one. We definitely recommend it. Yeah, tell them you're gonna rub their, you're gonna rip their clit off and feed it to the birds or some shit. Get a little violent with it. Make it awkward. Make it awkward. And then they're not gonna know how to respond, and they're gonna kind of get nervous and scared and be like, oh, this person's fucking weird. And then boom, problem solved. Neil, what up, Bish? What up, Bish? Hi, everyone. My name is Neil, and I am 54 years old. I am on a lifelong fitness quest. Ooh, a fucking quest. When's the last time you were on a quest? Remember that movie, The Quest? Yeah, no one does. I love to lift, cardio, and Spartan races. I like to. Very nice. I don't know why I said I love to lift, cardio, Spartan race. Just reminds me, Daniel-san. Awesome, Neil. Welcome to the fam. Welcome, 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 and glad to hear it. Spartan races, we were just talking the other day about mud races. Be careful with those, right? If you're doing it for the first time, make sure that you are prepared. There's a lot of mud. There's a lot, you can twist your ankle. You can get your ankle stuck, ACL. Just be careful. Be careful. Be mindful, but go have fun. Not you, Neil. Obviously, you're into all that shit. So good for you. Good for you. Welcome to the fam. Welcome to the fam. Yeah, Lisa, make it awkward. Make it awkward. That solves all the problems, right? Make it awkward. Don't just be mean. Confuse people. Confuse people. Just start being weird. They're going to distance themselves anyway. And you're like, yeah, problem solved. Michelle, I tell people to suck my dick far too often for not having one. Well, you know. You know how it is. You know all about that taint length. Taint length matters. You never know. Some have more than others. Let's see. Lisa, I have an energy-sucking friend that's an alcoholic. I struggle every day with deciding to cut her off. Doesn't interfere with my fitness and not choices. Fitness and choices, but will tell me when she's loaded that I think I'm better than her. Oh, fuck her. She needs help. But think about this, right? So she's an energy-sucking friend. She's an acquaintance. You wish the best for her, but she has to help herself. That's the thing with an alcoholic. They have to help themselves. They have to go to AA meetings. They have to get a sponsor. They have to take care of that shit. So if she's drinking and saying that you think you're better than her, no, it's that she feels embarrassed and she is turning that around on you. It's her own self-hate and her own anguish. And she's playing the victim so she can get love and attention. She's just not providing any value to you. And she knows it deep down. She just has to change herself. We're assholes here too, CC. Reading all your comments, you were also giving in kind. I feel like an asshole because I do care about others, but I love me more. We all do too. But we're talking about, it's not about loving, loving more. Like, we're better than other people. I don't think I'm better than anyone else. I just prioritize my shit. I prioritize me. I think everyone should start prioritizing themselves. So, for example, like a recent, I get comments on a lot of my videos. Why do you care so much what other people do? Because I live in a fucking society and we're all interdependent. It matters. It matters if people in our society are fat, lazy, and are dying left and right from preventable disease, because these are people that need to have jobs to be productive. These are people that build buildings. These are people that do janitorial work. These are people that work as cashiers. These are people that run businesses. These are people that are CEOs and executives. These are people from all walks of life that need to be healthy so we can have a vibrant, successful society. Like if everyone's fat and unhealthy, then everyone from the police to fire department, everyone's going to be fat and fucking unhealthy. Obviously, with some of those positions, it wouldn't happen as quickly. But yeah, if we keep on lowering our standards, and keep on making excuses for people, it's very important. We live in a society. So what other people do matters. It fucking matters. What other people do matters. Now, I'm not saying that you can't. People say, well, how come that person's not allowed to do this? I'm not stopping anyone. I don't like, you're doing it. They're doing it already. And it's not leading to good outcomes. So mayhaps we change things. Mayhaps we do things a little bit differently. Mayhaps we do something that might decrease the obesity rate, because 70 to 80% of the population is overweight or obese. Maybe what we're doing currently isn't fucking working. Maybe what we're doing now is not getting people healthier. What do you think about that? I don't know what would give it away. Just walk outside and see how many people are unhealthy. Just go anywhere. It's not working. Maybe we should try something different. And let me tell you, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen at the bottom. I mean, at the top. Babe, just an inch. No, I gave them the fucking inch already.
It's cold outside.
I gave them the fucking inch. They already took it. They took it deep. They took it fucking deep. Where's my fucking tip? Get the fuck out of here. Where's my tip? God damn it. My fucking tip. Yeah, fucking tip. No, we're in the knowledge cock. Everyone knows it. Everyone fucking knows it. Why are you on the screen still? Look at that beard. Look at that. Look at that bun. That emoji is so awesome. If you're not watching, hit the button. Falcon fucking hit the button. I know you're hungry. We'll eat after. We'll eat after, you fucking cunt. So where was I? Yeah, maybe we should change shit. So that's why. That's why it's important. That's why it's important that we shift the narrative. It should not be average. It should not be common. Obesity should not be common. Instead of changing the input, all we're doing is changing the language so people can feel more confident being obese. That's so fucking sinister and evil. It's so fucked up. Why is this okay? It does not make sense. It does not make sense. Why is that acceptable? It should not be, but we don't want to hurt people's feelings. They're not going to be alive much longer to have feelings to hurt. They need to start taking care of themselves. And if they don't want to, it's still a free country, isn't it? It's still a free country, right? As per one of my recent videos that went viral, the going into a Krispy Kreme. Yeah, I'm not stopping anyone from getting a fucking donut. Go get a donut. They are already giving out free donuts with vaccines every day for a year. We talked about that already. I'm not stopping anyone. Obviously, if I was, then people would be less obese and less fat, but it's not changing. It's getting worse. So what of it? What of it? What are you going to do about it? What are you doing to change it? It's okay to be fat. It's okay. Don't be sad. It's okay. It's okay to be morbidly obese. You're beautiful just the way you are. You are perfect. Don't worry about that mean bearded man. He's just projecting his fat phobia. Fuck you, you whiny fucking cunts. Fuck off. Give me a break. You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit. You just don't want to tell people the truth because you don't want to hurt their feelings. You're afraid of how they're going to look at you. Well, it's a fact. It's the truth. And anyone that's obese or was obese and is no longer obese will tell you it's fucking terrible. The reason why people don't say that when they're obese is because they already are and they're not willing to change and they don't want to change and they're afraid of change and they're afraid of the truth. So they want to change your language around it so they feel better with their self-perceived inadequacies, which is really a health inadequacy. They can stay that way if they want to, but it's a burden on the system. It's a burden on our healthcare system. It's a burden on taxes. And it's just fucking horrible for them. It's a horrible way to live. It's a horrible fucking way to live. Let's take one more Swole fan post, but we'll take some questions too. So let's start dropping this in the comments down below. If you got a question, let's get some gorillas going. Nice little rant there. We always love that fucking shit. So drop your question in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole. We'll take a couple questions. We'll finish up the Swole fan post, and then we'll get into some balls deep action. We'll make a couple announcements and talk for a few minutes while you're dropping those questions. But let's read this last post from Zandri. Oh, fuck yeah. Hell yeah, baby. That was on point. Now, remember, that was off axis. That was easily a solid 8.5. That really popped off. So drop your ratings in the comments down below. With the Olympics coming up, I feel like I'm hitting peak. I'm hitting peak right now. I'm in peak week. My training and conditioning is on point. That was solid. That was solid. 9.3, a solid 8. Walter coming in with the high standards. There's always a French judge out there, but seems pretty nice. Let's see. Tyler, 9. We got 9.3. We got an 8 from Walter. James, 8.5. Jennifer, 8.7. Katrina, a 9. A fucking 9 from Mike. Rayon. Is that Rayon or Rayhon? Rayhon? Region. I know it's not it's a soft J. Yogging. Rayon. MN, a 9.77, coming in with some nice calculus there. 9 out of 10. Now, you know what a 9? Here we go. There we go. Solid. Cerny says a 1, the fucking French judge. 10 all day. A 10. A fucking 10. A 10. Yes, good. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Oh my God, let's go. Is it Tuesday already? All right, Zandri says, every day I crush it. Every day I'm hustling. No, I'm sorry, I had to. I'm making some gains every day. I'm becoming stronger, and every day I'm becoming a better me. I used to lose my temper as easy as 1, 2, 3, and now I focus on mindfulness. I will take a few deep breaths and ask myself what I will gain if I lose my shit. Only negativity, and I don't need that anymore. So I finally just let all that negativity roll off my back and keep my head up and my chest out and smile. And that was a little quote above a picture in the Facebook group. I didn't come this far to only come this far. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
He's on fire!
Very nice, Zandri, all the way from South Africa in the fucking house. In the fucking house. I love it. All right. So thank you for all the posts. Swole fam posts, fucking fire. Remember, if you want to join the Swole fam, check the show notes, but head on over to swolenormousx.com. Download your copy of the 7 pillars at the top of the page. Check out memberships. Hot Swole Summer Special is going on, and we are starting to shut down some of the offers soon. So before they're gone, sign up and join the Swole fam today over there at swolenormousx.com. And before we take some questions, I know a lot of you are still dropping them in the comments, so keep on doing so, and then we'll get to a bunch of them. Remember, also check out the other podcasts, the Swolenormous Audio Experience, the Red, White, and Swole podcast, and the Swolenormous Procast. Check out those other delicacies for some additional beard and additional sick fucking gains. Always a great addition to your podcasting ear fucking profile. And we got a clip available now on the Swolenormous channel. Stop alienating fat people. Watch this. If all your friends are the same size. Are all your friends the same size? Then you must be fat phobic, because you have to make sure that you have friends from every different size, every different color, everywhere. You have to have everything. Everyone, make sure you get those. Make sure you get line up your black trans friends. They're in high demand. Got to make sure you have a diverse friend profile now. These fucking lunatics. And of course, papaswolio.com. Head on over there. Brand new site. And we got some new designs coming. I am so fucking am. papaswolio.com. And because you are an amazing human being, and of course you're a listener of the podcast, use code DailySwole for 10% off papaswolio.com. All apparel, 10% off. Use code DailySwole, one word, DailySwole at checkout for 10% off. papaswolio.com. Swolenormous apparel. Going fucking deep, like I said. Super fucking juicy. All right, let's take some questions, motherfuckers. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. All right, make sure you use that hashtag AskPapaSwolio. I'm just going to scroll through and just kind of tag a couple of these, and we'll get to a bunch if I can. I might have missed one or two. Scrolling back up quickly. And if you're not using the hashtag, it's hard to see, so make sure you're using that hashtag. All right. Cool. So if we don't get into it, just make sure you drop it again. Just don't spam the chat. Respect. Appreciate it. Let's see. All right. First one, Michelle. Papaswolio, I've been working hard on my front splits for almost a year. So close, it's killing me. Any yoga pose suggestions to get my kitty to the pavement? Oh.
Shampoo my crotch.
If you shampoo your crotch, maybe you won't leave any stains. Just saying. Ha ha ha. All right. Too soon. Trying. Got to. Had to. Well, I can't do a front split, so I'm perfect. Perfect recommendation. Are you using blocks at all? Are you using any kind of supports? Are you using any weights or any assisted stretching? You might also want to do some hip flexor activation. I don't know if you're doing any hip flexor strengthening. So using an ankle weight to strengthen your hip flexors, while obviously you do it standing, you could do it to that way actively you can get deeper into that stretch. So if you're activating your muscles, you can also look up some content on, was it proprioceptive or propioneuromuscular facilitation? I forget, but you're doing antagonistic contraction in order to inhibit the antagonistic muscle for deeper stretching, PNF. You can look that up too. So that's a great way to get deeper into stretches in general. but I would look into also resisted or hip flexor activation and also hip flexor mobility. But make sure you're working on maybe active mobility and active strengthening in order to get deeper into that pose, not just passive stretching and, maybe or any kind of resisted stretching. Look into hip flexor activation. That's what I would do, and that's what I have done. And it helps you get also when you're working, for example, on hip flexor activation, and hip flexor strengthening, you're able to get into those deep positions like a squat while keeping your back more flat because you're able to keep that anterior pelvic tilt because not only are your hamstrings, you're mobilizing your hamstrings and you're working on your ankle mobility and your anterior tibialis. You're going to be able to get into that deeper squat with a flatter back by having strong hip flexors, not just more mobile and more flexible hip flexors. A lot of people work on hip flexor tightness and they work on stretching, but they don't work on strengthening. So they still have limitations with activation. Tyler, let's see. Is it possible to do a high protein, high fat and low carb while bulking? Sure. You just need a sufficient amount of calories. I would make sure that you're not going like zero carb for strength training. Personally, I haven't found that to be beneficial for me. So low carb is relative, but I don't like zero carb. So you're going to have to play around with what feels best for you. So make sure, as long as you're getting a calorie surplus, that's going to help get enough protein in. And then you could play around. That's what I do if I want to lean out or if I want to resaturate a little bit, or I feel like I'm maybe falling behind, or I want some more improvements with strength or maybe composition. If I'm feeling flat, I'll play with the fat and the carbohydrates. But really, I'm not counting personally. So I would just, for example, if I feel like I need some carbs, I'll have some more dates or raw honey or some more fruit, or I'll have a sweet potato or have some white rice on occasion to just kind of fill out a little bit whenever I feel like I need to. So I kind of play that by ear. All right, let's see. Billy, Papa Swolio, after getting COVID, I lost some strength, went back to basics and it helps a lot, but sometimes I still get out of breath. Doctor said it's normal for people who have been hit hard. Any recommendations? I get frustrated. I can't do what I could before. Honestly, I would look back. I don't know if there's some issues, or some people will call it, what's it called, long COVID. That might be related. I would look into those podcasts by Brett Weinstein. I don't want to necessarily get flagged, but the Ivor, a lot of you know what I'm talking about. If you look into those podcasts that were censored on YouTube, you could look into perhaps getting some treatment from that, because it's been shown, as far as I'm aware, to be beneficial for people that are maybe suffering. Because some people say long COVID in some cases can be psychosomatic, and there's other issues. Of course, I'm no expert or scientist or doctor, so talk to your doctor, but you might want to look into that possibly as well. Also, maybe things like sauna could be beneficial. Sauna or cold plunging might be beneficial. Anything else in addition to that for breath work. You could just keep on practicing your breath work and make sure you're taking nice, deep, slow breaths, meditation, such like that. But sauna could be very beneficial, perhaps, to helping. Some things to think about. Depends on what's really causing it, which I'm not sure if you're aware of personally either. Just some thoughts. You could all drop your thoughts in the comments below. Good question. And sorry to hear that, dude. Trace, Papa Swole, do BCAAs actually help during a workout? My friend at the office takes them during her workout and advocates them, but I'm on a budget. Are they worth it? I don't personally take that, so I would say no. I don't think it's real. I think it's more just kind of nonsensical. I haven't seen any benefit. I've taken them before in the past. I used to take all the supplements. I'll take ZMA and BCAAs and EAAs and all stuff. I eat plenty of protein. If anything, get a nice grass-fed whey isolate that works for you, as long as it's not causing any inflammation, other issues. You can also do something. Creatine is a very well-studied and a great supplement. Even if you're eating enough meat, sometimes you're not getting enough creatine. So that could be something that you might find. Everyone reacts differently. Some people have maybe lower resting stores of creatine than others. So you might find that it works a lot for you. You might find that you don't see too much of a benefit or feel too much of a benefit. So that's going to have to be something that's experimental. But BCAAs, I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's worth your money. I don't take them. So that's just my personal opinion and experience, but let's see here. All right. James, would you recommend while bulking to maintain my protein intake while also doing a calorie deficit to burn the extra body fat I already have on my body. Would you recommend maintaining your protein intake while bulking? Dude, what I don't think that makes sense. While bulking, maintaining my protein intake while also doing a calorie deficit, then you're not bulking, bro. No, I would recommend just getting sufficient protein and training hard and continuing to lift properly. You might want to maybe drop the carbohydrates a little bit, maybe like a maintenance or just below. So you're not really bulking when you're doing that. You might be trying as hard as you can to maintain as much muscle mass as possible. So what you're doing, you're saying you're doing a cut. You need sufficient protein. So usually what I recommend is people stick around in maintenance and just kind of play with how many carbohydrates they're consuming. But it's much better to increase your metabolic rate by lifting more and lifting for strength and focusing on food quality than it is to play the deficit game. So you definitely need sufficient protein. So you might want to increase your protein if you drop the carbs a little bit and just see how that goes. But I would recommend that you just don't do anything fast. And I think where a lot of people get fucked up is that they'll drop things like 500 calories or 1,000 calories and they do too much and they'll just crash out. So make sure that whatever you're doing, you're making small incremental changes. You're being as consistent as possible. That way you know what's working and what's not. And I also would recommend only working on one variable at a time. Don't go changing 3 different things at once and then waiting to see, because then you don't know which thing is the most impactful. So it takes a lot, but it sounds like you just want to maintain muscle and trim some fat. So keep on lifting and get enough protein, eat healthy. You'll trim fat over time and just cut down all the inflammatory foods and environmental toxins, better sleep. There's other methods to help lower stress and be consistent as fuck. So you have to know all the things that are going on to really get super granular, but just some thoughts. Let's see here. Well, I appreciate it, Aaron. We're always looking for other advice. Of course, talk to your doctor and make sure you're you're thinking through things and doing smart things and what's right for you and your family. Aaron says, not to tell people what to do, but when my wife had COVID, she refused to skip a workout and powered through them despite having breathing issues. She said it's more psychosomatic than anything. She even ran a marathon just 3 weeks after recovering from 3 weeks of COVID-19. Go smash. Well, from what we saw at the beginning, putting people on ventilators is the worst thing. So you want to make sure you're keeping and you're working yourself properly. I don't want to go tell someone, train hard and keep on breathing and force yourself through it. I'm sure it's very individualized depending on the situation. But like anything else, it depends on your base layer of health and base level of health. So a lot of people think that they're healthy. A lot of people think that they're healthy when they're really not. Just because you're exercising all the time, just because you might opt for chicken and vegetables, you could have other issues. You could have asthma. You could have some kind of previous lung condition that you didn't know about. You could have certain genetics that might predispose you to having more complications with certain viruses like COVID. So, there's a lot of other factors, and we know just from the numbers and from the statistics in terms of how many people are overweight or obese, we know what the common perception of healthy eating is. We talk about all the time. Many people have never even thought about an elimination diet. Most people are not thinking at all about food quality. Even people that think they eat healthy and have bodybuilding style diets and gym style diets to get lean. We're talking about eating for health and then getting lean as a benefit. We're talking about evolutionary eating. We're talking about hunters and gatherers. We're talking about inflammatory foods. We're talking about the 7 pillars, all those other facets of your life that are going to impact your health. So it's not just nutrition and training. There's 5 other pillars besides that. So there's a lot of factors, and this perception, whenever you see something that says, oh, this happened to a perfectly healthy person with no previous issues. No previous issues doesn't mean that they didn't have issues. It just means that maybe they were in the hospital for them, or the doctor never picked up on it before. So just from seeing what most people eat, when you see someone that has no underlying conditions, a lot of people have fucking underlying conditions. They're just metabolically inflexible and they're not really healthy. They just never went to the doctor and got diagnosed with diabetes, or they never had a heart attack before. It doesn't mean they didn't have an underlying poor health condition. Most people are not healthy, period. All right, let's see here. Matthew, I took the advice Papa gave last week and lowered the weight to get some high volume sets in on leg day today. Got some isometric holds in on my squats too. I gotta say, it hurt so good. Yeah. Yeah, baby. We got a question here from Wesley Landtrip. Before we keep on moving on, make sure you're dropping down below hashtag #TaintedMagooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. We'll give that away at the end of today's episode. Look at that sexy beach.
Who told you can eat my cookies?
It's my cookies. They belong to me. Yow.
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 All right, let's take a question from Instagram. We got one from R. Van Pelt. Nice. 123. Does alcohol have an impact on gains? Yes, absolutely. Not to mention the empty calories, but there's a lot of research and studies that show that, muscle repair and muscle recovery after heavy drinking is impaired, which makes sense. And of course, it's dehydrating, so it inhibits. You can double check me on this, but I believe the way it works is it inhibits the release of anti-diuretic hormone, which would tell the kidneys to hold water. So it inhibits the restriction, it inhibits the blocker of urination, essentially. So your body evacuates more. So when you're drinking alcohol, it's not that necessarily that you're drinking so much alcohol that you have to piss so much, but the problem is that you piss extra. So you piss away water that you actually need because of the inhibition, like the binding or the blocking of the hormone that would tell your kidneys and your bladder and everything to not, get rid of water and get rid of fluid. So you actually overdump water, and that's why you can get dehydrated. So if you do have a couple drinks literally at home, like when you get back later, chug some water, have some Celtic sea salt, make sure you hydrate. It's going to help a ton. It's going to help a ton. Yeah. So it definitely impacts gains. Of course, that's going to come down to how much you have. And once in a while, I'll have some whiskey, but very rarely. I really don't prefer to drink anymore. It's just, I've just gradually navigated away, but every once in a while, I'll have some. Let's see. Wesley, will beef organ supplements replace a post-workout protein shake? I don't use them like that. You don't need a protein shake post-workout. You can have one. You can use it to get more protein in your nutrition, because if you're just eating, let's say you're doing more animal-based, it can be challenging to even get hundreds of grams of, 150 grams of protein or more. So that could be beneficial if you are in a situation where you need to get extra protein in, or you could fast. But beef organ supplements provide you a lot of vitamins and minerals and micronutrients, essentially, that are extremely valuable, that are not going to be found in muscle meat. So making sure that you're getting those in. Don't worry so much about the anabolic window. Personally, I usually like to eat something right after, whether it's raw honey or dates or some fruit. I like to consume something after in general. But if I don't, or I don't have the ability to, or I don't feel like it right away, I don't beat myself up about it. I don't overforce it. But when I was bulking, I was getting something in as soon as possible. So if you don't feel, some people, when you're still in that sympathetic nervous system state right after a workout, you're still in the fight or flight, you might feel nauseous if you consume something. So waiting half an hour, it's totally fine. And obviously don't eat something or drink something right after. If you're going to feel like you're going to throw it up, just wait a little bit. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Drink some water, all that good stuff. All right, let's get some gorillas going. Drop some biceps and gorillas in the comments. Who's ready for some shit posts? We are about to get into it. Lisa, is there such a thing as starvation mode? Well, sure. That's the problem with, whether or not there's like a scientific, this is what's called starvation mode. But sure, if you are just doing cardio, and I posted this as a clip that I actually have 2 thumbs down next to the title cardio. If you go to my TikTok, if you use TikTok over on the Daily Swole TikTok, if you're just doing cardio, for example, not lifting weights, and people do that, your body adapts to doing cardio with expending less energy. That's what your body will adapt to do. Be more efficient with the energy that it outputs and utilize less calories. So your body becomes more efficient for doing the same amount of work. And it's very easy to adapt to doing cardio for your body. So your metabolism isn't really increasing. And you're not burning that many calories while you're doing cardiovascular activity. And your metabolism doesn't really get any faster because you're not building lean muscle tissue. So the only way for you to lose weight is by you're trying to burn a little bit extra energy, and then you're just trying to play that calorie deficit game. So let's say you're eating 1,800, and then you want to lose more weight. So what do you have to do? Eat 1,500, eat 1,400, eat 1,300. You're barely getting nutrients. It's not so much the macros are a problem, the protein, fat, and carbs, but most people underestimate the value of micronutrients, vitamins and minerals and such. And all these new things that people are discovering all the time that's really beneficial that don't have necessarily caloric or energy value per se, but micronutrient value. And if you're only eating 1,000 calories a day, let's just say for argument's sake, you're not getting enough bulk food, let alone the quality nutrients. You're just not getting in enough micronutrients with that volume of food. And I mean, you can really hurt yourself. You're starving yourself. You're literally starving yourself. So the better option is to lift weights, lift heavy, and eat more food. And then you're going to be in that deficit or losing and metabolizing fat over time. And you're able to eat more. You don't have to go on these hardcore restrictive diets. You can eat more real food, train hard, lift weights. And guess what? You're going to have the body that you want. You're going to build muscle. You're going to have nice structure. So when you lose fat, you look, quote, tone, which doesn't exist. It's just being a leaner physique and having more muscle mass. And that's what women need to do. Women need to lift heavier, train hard, lift fucking weights, and eat more food. Let's get some more fucking gorillas. Fucking on fire.
Chlorophyll?
I feel like I'm on fire.
More like borophyll. Boom shakalaka!
Whenever I feel like... All right, let's see. All right, let's see if we got any other questions live. Bow, bow, bow. I think we're ready for some shit posts. Yep, we are ready for some shit posts. All right, fam, make sure that you are checking out the podcast on YouTube. Of course, we are live on YouTube every single day, except for yesterday, which was a private episode over there at swolenormousx.com. It was our accountability meeting with brand new releases, so make sure you go and check that. It's available inside Priority Access in your Swole TV section, and also it's pinned to the top of the private Facebook group. But also make sure you subscribe to the Daily Swole channel on YouTube for the live streams pretty much every single day. But Monday, all private episodes are available in Swole TV, but Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, all those places, TikTok, everywhere, Instagram, The Daily Swole on all those platforms. Follow me everywhere, The Daily Swole. And of course, you can go to thedailyswole.com. Again, thedailyswole.com for all the links right there. And hashtag Tainty Magooch. Don't be a beach, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Now, I need some more water. It's time for me to hydrate. Let's see. Oh, that's good to hear, Matthew. Matthew says, my brother is very overweight. Talk about multitasking. I was very glad to hear that his doctor actually told him the other day that he needs to lower his carbohydrate intake and start resistance training. Now, that's great news, but hopefully you can help him out with making sure he's getting in maybe grass-fed beef and organ meats or organ supplements, and make sure he's getting all his macronutrients, make sure he's getting his vitamin D, getting some sunlight if he can, all that good shit. Get him some bone broth, help him heal his gut. Fucking fantastic. Glad to hear that some doctors, but it's not just about what not to do. It's about what to do. We need to make sure. Let's see. Original, I ate raw liver, grass-fed, grass-finished. Why am I not hungry? Because you got nutrition. Most of the time, nutrition is going to be based on your micronutrients, not so much the calories. So when you're satisfied and you're getting in things that you enjoy, that your body enjoys, it's evolved to consume, that's the shit. So good for you. All right, it's time to go balls deep, fam. Here we go. Tainty Magooch.
That's deep.
All right, we got the first one. Drop some dookie in the comments down below. Here we go.
What's in the box?
First one, Nicole Cruz RD. Oh, yeah. All right. We got a post here from Nicole, and the post reads, eating a bag of cookies should not make you feel the same as stealing a bag of cookies and burning down the store.
What the fuck is that?
What? Eating a bag of cookies should not make you feel the same as stealing a bag of cookies and burning down the store? I should hope not. Does that...
Mr. Strickland!
Does that make no sense to anyone else too? Am I supposed to understand what that means? First, where are you getting these bags of cookies? That's a problem to begin with. If you're eating a bag of cookies, that's your first problem. That's problem number one. Public enemy number one, or that's your problem right there. Eating a bag of cookies. So we could stop right there. Eating a bag of cookies, stop. Hold up. Hold up a second.
Matt Damon.
Pause right there. Yeah, I don't get it either. Who's eating a bag of cookies? Oh, we got a caption. We got a caption. We got a caption. We got a caption. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Wait. We got un caption. Un caption, eh? All right, let's see. All right. There's no room for guilt in eating, ... If you eat a bag of cookies, there it is again, eating a bag of cookies. If you eat a bag of cookies, it shouldn't make you feel the same as stealing a bag of cookies and burning down the store.
Who told you could eat my cookies?
It still doesn't make sense. We're still in the dark here. Food has no moral value. Oh, I see what's going on here. And no matter what you eat, it has nothing to do with you as a person. Jesus Christ. It deserves zero guilt or shame. Oh, I am going to fucking go off on this. Oh my God, this has more holes than Swiss cheese. I'm going to fuck them all too. And if you need support in making peace with food, schedule your free 15-minute call to see if we're a fit. Link in bio.
That's fucking bullshit.
Of course. Of course. All right, time to go fisting on this one. I'm ready. Oh, my goodness. So where should we start? All right, let's start at the beginning. There's no room for guilt in eating. I disagree. There's plenty of room for guilt in eating. And the reason why you might be feeling guilt is probably because you're not making good decisions. That's the first. I mean, there's, of course, eating disorders. A lot of people can have issues with thinking that good foods are not good foods and people are obsessed, but that's another issue. That's a whole other issue. So there's plenty of room for guilt in eating. And if you're feeling guilty for eating something, that answers a question that you don't want to ask yourself. It's like, why the fuck do I feel guilty? Maybe because you should. Maybe because you don't have any discipline. Just saying. It's possible. It's definitely an option that people don't want to address because that option requires looking in the fucking mirror. If you eat a bag of cookies, it shouldn't make you feel like, all right, if you eat a bag of cookies, it shouldn't make you feel the same as stealing a bag of cookies and burning down the store. What the fuck? That got out of hand fast. Wow, right? Brick killed the guy. That literally got out of control. I still don't get who eats a bag of cookies. I'm still waiting for that. I'm still trying to figure that part out. And it would make you probably feel like having violent diarrhea or stomach cramps. I don't think it would make you feel like you're stealing a bag of cookies and burning. Who is doing that? Can we talk about this person? You're comparing yourself to a psychopath because who steals a bag of cookies and burns down a store? I mean, I haven't been to Portland lately, so I don't know any of these people. Get it? Get it too soon?
Come on, man.
Yeah, just go out west and you could steal all you want. You don't need to burn down the store. They don't even stop you anymore. They don't even stop you. You don't have to steal it. Just walk out with it. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't see it either, Dwayne. Dwayne says, I'm not seeing the correlation. Yeah, no. All right, we're going to finish up here in a second, but I'm not done putting my ball bag on this. We got other ones, but I'm already full sack. Food has no moral value. Okay. Choices do. Choices have morality. Your actions have morality. So stop blaming the food. The food has no moral value. So what? You're just going to put it all in your mouth then? Okay. Okay, Jenny.
My name's Forrest Gump.
And no matter what you eat, it has nothing to do with you as a person. It sounds like you have a lot of self-hatred. Sounds like you need therapy. It sounds like it's nothing to do with anyone else. Sounds like you need to unfuck your brain. It deserves zero guilt or shame. That's up to you. That's your problem. If you have guilt for eating a bag of cookies, I think you should. I think you should. I think you should have shame if you eat a bag of fucking cookies. What planet are we on? What planet are you on? Why would that be okay? If you want to say, well, I worked out hard, I want to reward myself, then this message isn't for you because you're going to do it anyway. Okay? People that are going to eat a bag of cookies aren't going to hear this and be like, you know what? He's right. I should put this bag of cookies down. They're not watching the Daily Swole. They're not listening to Daily Swole. They're eating a bag of fucking cookies and burning down stores, apparently. So I think you should have, God, if you eat a bag of cookies, you're welcome to all the shame you want. You need that shit. You need that shit. Everyone's calling this concept of shaming as if it's so bad. I think it's good to have a little shame. You need to beat yourself up a little bit and be a little self-critical. That's how you fucking improve. I'm not saying hate yourself and, start cutting and stuff. You need to, what's going to get you to make a better choice? How do you build discipline? You need to do it for a fucking right reason. It's so weird. Sure, if you're eating a bag of cookies, there's some questions to be asked. All right. And of course, hey, if you need support in making peace with food, if you need help eating whatever the fuck you want, if you need help pretending like whatever you put in your mouth isn't going to come back and bite you in your fat ass, then come on, give us a call and pay us money to eat whatever you want. There we go. Link in bio, biatch. All right. Very nice. Very nice. That deserves a big ol' poopy poopy. Okay. We ready for another one? My God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. And there's a couple of reasons I'm going on a limb. One, because none of these shit posters are gonna be able to follow me because the limb will break. Number two, or they won't be able to climb up the tree. The bear will get them first. But this one, we got to talk about Instagram. We got to talk about these Instagram shit posts. We got to talk about the essays people are writing. This is not Medium. Okay? Instagram's not Medium. Go write a blog. Some of these people need a fucking blog. They need a blog because they're writing a lot. There's a lot of shit in this post. You ready, fam? Come on, who's ready? Oh.
What's in the box?
Ooh, baby. That was spicy. All right. Smells like dates. Kind of gross. For years, I thought... For years... Okay, this is from Intuitively Eaten. At Intuitively Eaten. For years, I thought my digestive... I can't wait for this. For years, I thought my digestive issues were due to the food I was eating and that the solution was eliminating certain foods. Yeah. It was only after giving up dieting that I realized my digestive issues were largely due to the food I wasn't eating and my anxiety around certain foods. That's
fucking bullshit.
Huge load of bullshit. Talk about being completely full of it. It's coming out your eyeballs. For years, I thought they are. Yes, your digestive issues are absolutely due to the food you're eating. So by giving up dieting, your digestive issues were largely due to the food you weren't eating. So you were having digestive issues because you weren't consuming cookies. You're having withdrawals, essentially. You're having withdrawals probably. and my anxiety around certain food. This is 100% bullshit. Oh, you weren't eating your ice cream, so you're having digestive issues because you were so anxious about not eating garbage? You were so anxious about not eating garbage. Sounds like you're having withdrawals. Yeah, like a crackhead or something. Give me a break. And we got a lot of text here. I want elimination diets. I can't wait. I would love to hear the fucking truth about this. So this is going to talk against everything that we talk about, right? Here we go. This is just my personal experience, and I am not referring to people who have genuine food allergies. For a very long time, suffered with tummy pain and bloating and lots of other digestive issues that I won't go into detail with here. There were points where the pain was so intense that I would end up on the floor keeled over in the fetal position. I pretty much always blamed it on food. This is going to be good. I went on elimination diets. I cut out wheat and dairy, cut out whole food groups, did allergy tests, considered a low FODMAP diet, and the list goes on. And guess what? None of these things had any actual impact on my digestion. I call bullshit. I would love to actually know what was done, but this is pretty funny in itself. I love this. However, once I stopped restricting my food, my digestive issues almost completely disappeared. I don't know the exact reasons behind this, but here are my suspicions. Psychosomatic nonsense. My diet is more balanced. I eat a wider array of food. I no longer eat a ridiculous amount of vegetables. Oh, perhaps you're eating the vegetables. Vegetables cause digestive issues all the time. Plants have evolved over hundreds of millions of years with chemical defense systems, and vegetables are commonly a problem. They are for me and many of you. Many people eat way too many vegetables. My body is properly nourished and satisfied. I am less rigid about how and when I exercise. Yeah, maybe you weren't doing enough. All right, we'll continue. Eating is no longer stressful and is now a more pleasurable experience. You're all about this is just emotional. All this is just emotional responses. I am listening to my inner wisdom and the signals that my clever body is giving me about what to eat, when, and how much. None of this is any kind of like reality. This is just your internal angst that you're blaming. You could have had such panic attacks from trying something that puts you out of your comfort zone and done it incorrectly, and thus giving you digestive issues from overwhelming anxiety. Sure. Addictive foods and these chemicals that you're consuming regularly can absolutely induce that, for sure. Addictions are brutal. And this is the big one. A big one. I experience so much less anxiety around food and my body. We are learning more and more about the gut-brain connection, and anxiety often manifests itself in the gut. You know what also manifests itself in the gut? Chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation. Oh my God. This is complete like doublespeak. This is brainwashing. This is like completely trying to hijack what is really logical that we talk about all the time and pretend like just because I feel better about it, now it's great. Yeah, this is very, very weird. I don't buy a moment of this. If you are constantly worrying about what you're eating each day, stressing out about what you'll be able to eat at meals out with family and friends, if you're beating yourself up for not sticking exactly to your macros or plan, or feeling guilty or bad for eating particular foods, this is very likely to contributing to feelings of anxiety and guilt. Ask yourself whether it's the food causing the digestive issues or if it might be the anxiety around the food causing some of the issues. You know what also can cause anxiety? Shitty food choices. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Here's another thing. A lot of people say they try things and they don't do it properly, or they don't do it long enough, or they don't eat the right foods. You want to make a bet that the elimination diet, how many of you want to bet? Ready for this? Let's go back and see what she said. I'm assuming it's a she because it's always a fucking she. You never hear this crap from dudes for whatever reason, and you all know it. It's always this fucking, I don't know what the fuck is going on. allergy tests don't really, I mean, there's so many nuances and complications. Human body is very complicated. So your body can react in ways that won't show up on an allergy test and FODMAP diets. I went on elimination diets. Well, there's really essentially one, you go all the way towards carnivore, as far as you need to. I cut out wheat and dairy. Okay. I cut out whole food groups. We don't know anything of what she was eating, but I guarantee that she wasn't focusing on grass-fed beef and organ meats. So there's a huge miss right there. And most people don't. Most of the time when people are blaming meats and cutting out meat or blaming, I don't know, an elimination diet, for example, they're not doing it properly. They're not actually eating some of the most nutritious foods on earth. And there are going to be individual approaches. We know that some people in the fam like to lean more towards fish or towards vegetarian or vegan. That's fine. But you do an elimination diet first and you navigate. But most of the time it comes down to cutting out inflammatory foods that can come from unexpected areas. Not all vegetables are good for you. Not all classically quote unquote healthy foods are good for you. There's certain food preparation methods that need to be done. And there's certain vegetables that can really fuck people up. So just because you followed a low FODMAP diet doesn't mean that is something ideal for you. Some people really have to keep on cutting things out to find something that's ideal. And I guarantee that you're not feeling better eating shit. Like I guarantee that you're not going to feel better eating shit food than you would better food. So eating whatever you want, listening to your body's inner wisdom, give me a fucking break. Give me a break. It sounds like everything that you've done comes from your anxiety and your delusion of obesity being a good thing, of poor diet being a good thing, of, I don't know, just succumbing to every last trigger and instant gratification being a good thing. These processed foods are trash. A lot of people that change their nutritional protocols, a lot of people that change their eating habits from extremes can feel some discomfort. A lot of people feel that when they shift nutritional protocols. And also it's a challenge. It's an uncomfortable thing. You'll notice things differently. It'll be more shocking, and it takes time and habits to adjust to it. And that can cause friction that makes it seem more challenging than it actually is. You have to go through it. I call bullshit. I just really call bullshit. And no, I'm not drinking coffee. This is water. I'm not drinking coffee at 8 o'clock at night. That'd be game over. It's already game over. I drank too much coffee. I drank coffee today, so I'll be lit. Just my thoughts on it. You're right. You're right. Not Michelle, Maria. You're right. You're right. Right here. You're right. She considered a low FODMAP diet. Well, that doesn't do anything. That's even a more sign. That's why I'm calling bullshit. That's a very good pickup. I didn't even notice that when I read it. Maria says she considered a low FODMAP diet. She didn't even do it. Yeah, in the list it says, did allergy tests, considered a low FODMAP diet. What the fuck does that do? So here's the thing. Here's where I call bullshit. I cut out wheat and dairy. Okay, what are you eating? Cut out whole food groups. Vague. That's what wheat and dairy are. Numbnuts. I went on elimination diets. What does that mean? You can absolutely do an elimination diet the wrong way if you're eliminating the wrong shit and eating the wrong things that are not going to satisfy you. Allergy tests? Fuck allergy tests. Do it hands-on. You want to know if you have an allergy or not? You have eczema, you have a rash, you have migraines, you have issues and itchy or bloating. You cut foods out. Hey, when I add this food in, I bloat. When I don't eat it, I don't bloat. And you'll figure it out. There's nothing wrong with doing an allergy test, but you can't depend on that for giving all the information, because a lot of times they'll do like a skin, they'll take some skin cells, or they'll do, whatever it is, different ways, but you're not eating the foods and how your body digests and internalizes it and then expresses it via the digestive system and everything else. Like, you can do this yourself and see how things, at least in part, like in conjunction with those other tests, like do them too, fine, but make sure you're doing an elimination diet, but it's a scientific study. An elimination diet can't be lax. You can't be kind of eating a little bit of dairy every day, but I'm eliminating it. Nope, that's not how it works. 100%, you cut it out. You're not eating it. You're not even touching it. Any ingredients, small ingredients in packages, you're not eating that shit. All right, you're not doing it. Legit. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure of everything that's on the FODMAP, but I know many people that elimination diet, eating grass-fed beef and organ meats worked like worked, but then FODMAP didn't work. I don't know. I forget the details of what it is. But it's all like with the sugars or different, what was it like? Different saccharides and different things and whatever. Whatever. You can Google that and check it out. All right. So we do have what? One more? We got 2 more shit posts and we got a video. You ready? We got a video. Oh, I got another one coming. Here we go.
What's in the box?
All right. Okay. 50-50?
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
How dare you?
All men and women created by you know the thing.
Dodson! Dodson! We've got Dodson here!
Yeah, pretty much nailing it. Getting it done. Getting it done. There's something else in there. I didn't get it all. I didn't fucking get it all. I fucking
That's
hate
fucking
it.
bullshit. Y'all.
All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. It's good. I had to get the rest of it out. You want more shit posts? I got to get the rest of it out. I had to. Lo siento. Lo siento. Lo siento, mijos. All right. This post is titled A Bad Day. Papa Swole, the Swole fam, and a very bad day. All right. Here we go. What we got? What we got? Kashina, the French judge, a week 4. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
There we go. All right, we got a bad day. A bad day. All right, so I agree with most of these. Well, yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, this is called a bad day. There's 6 little emojis. Oh no, a bad day and not a bad day. So we have 3 things that represent a bad day and 3 things that represent not a bad day. Not a good day, but not a bad day. So this is like, I don't like the wording of this. All right. So a bad day is losing a loved one. No shit. A car accident. Losing your home. Well, that's pretty dramatic. All those are pretty dramatic. A bad day. Yeah. Okay. Losing your home. That's a really bad day. That's a really bad day. A car accident. Yeah, this is fucking extreme. Not a bad day. Missing your workout. Okay.
Matt Damon.
Eating a donut.
Matt Damon.
Gaining a pound.
Matt Damon.
Wow, that's an extreme contrast. I wonder what else we can add to this list. Not a bad day. How about working out? How about not stuffing your face with garbage? How about building some muscle? Go to the fucking gym. A bad day and not a bad day. Why don't we talk about things that you should be doing rather than the shit that you can't control? You can't really control the top 3 unless it's your fault for the accident. Okay, but what's done is done. You can't control that. You can control everything on the bottom. Your body's going to gain a pound and lose a pound, fluctuate from day to day. Get the fucking scale out of there. Fuck you. Throw the scale away. It's trash. You don't need it. If you can't control yourself around it, ditch it. Missing your workout, unacceptable. Do active recovery. Do something healthy. You don't have to lift weights every fucking day, but you know what I mean? This is ridiculous. So silly. We gotta stop making excuses for people to be lazy fucks. Seriously, people are so fucking lazy and so unhealthy. Can't be excusing that anymore. You can't keep excusing it. Gotta put your fucking ball bag down. Gotta swing the knowledge cock. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. All right. I don't know, Matthew. I don't know. What kind of fucktard compares losing a loved one with missing a workout? I don't fucking know. Whoever wrote that post. All right, we got one more shit post. We got a shit video too. Are you ready, fam? Are you fucking ready? Let's fucking...
What's in the box?
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
We got one from Reagan Chastain. I know.
What's your name, fat body?
I know. Be nice, Sergeant. Be nice. Calm down. Calm down. Maybe this will be a good post. Maybe this post will be good. Maybe this post will be good. Maybe. You never know, fam. I'm hoping. Every time I open a shit post, Every time I open a shit post, every time I think maybe this one will be good. Maybe they'll turn it around. Maybe this one will be, maybe this one will be different. And then I look at it, and all those hopes and dreams are washed away. This post says, quote, "Sure, most diets fail. You just have to keep trying," end quote. And the response is, nope, that's diet culture talking. And if I listen, I'll spend my life yo-yo dieting, putting my goals, dreams, and life on hold, waiting for a thin body that never arrives. Hard pass. Jesus Christ.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Yeah, I agree with you, Lisa. Diets don't fail. People do. Look, we talk about this over and over again. Can't control if you do something stupid. If you do a dumb diet approach, that's your fault. That's not the diet. That's just marketing. You got snagged by marketing. Diet culture, call it what you want. You made a bad decision. Can't blame it on the dumb diet. You can blame it on yourself for not doing enough research, using enough common sense, maybe putting enough effort into it. You're focusing on the wrong thing. There's a lot of information out there. It's really hard to control people from going the wrong direction. But if you're going towards these diets, diet culture, you do realize you have to actively go towards that. You have to realize that everywhere you look, you're being marketed to. You're being marketed to. If there's a diet with a name on it, someone created that diet with a name. Elimination diet? I didn't create that. It's just not eating garbage shit. And it's a method of testing. I didn't create that shit. Sure, I could have been like, this is the Swole diet. That defeats the point of what we're talking about here every day. That defeats the fucking point. I'm not creating, this is my diet. Yeah, there's stuff that I eat, but it's about you customizing the food the way it's best for you. We're about the 7 fucking pillars. Whatever you eat, there's no Swole diet. There's, use your logic, common sense, test these foods, and there's a manner in which we'll optimally test them, but you got to put the effort in. Because you went off on diet culture and you start sucking down some fit teas, drinking whatever, lemonade and maple syrup and whatever those bullshit 7-day fasts or cleanses or things like that. What do you expect from that? Because that's how you get healthy. That's how you do it. Sure. All right. Oh my God. Good Lord. Good Lord, man. Reagan. We got holy paragraph. Of course we got paragraphs. Here we go. Here we go, Pam. Here we go. Last one. The word has certainly gotten out that dieting fails almost all of the time. Unfortunately, instead of moving to a health at every size platform, the responses to this are typically in one of 2 categories. Category 1 is recommending more and more dangerous treatments, dangerous diet drugs, bolting the mouth shut. That recent article, right? Surgically mutilating the digestive system, etc. Yeah, I don't like that either. I agree. I don't like any of that shit. The other is to admit that it's almost certain to fail, but insist that we keep trying. Now, this is what we talked about already. Making bad choices are certain to fail or more likely to fail. So stop making bad choices. This is ridiculous. Dieting fails about 95% of the time. The same old fucking number. The same arbitrary bullshit. That's nonsense. And the odds don't go up on repeated attempts. Stop dieting. Start eating better. Do an elimination. Yeah, it's called elimination diet because a diet is the sum of what you consume. It's everything that you consume. Make better choices and you don't have to worry about your quick fix, your short-term 6-week shred. It's like saying if you jumped off your garage wearing a cape as a kid and failed to fly, that just means you have to commit harder and keep trying. No, there's nothing close to it. That is nothing close.
What the fuck is that?
What? What are these comparisons? These people do not know how to make an analogy. That is nonsensical. So talking about dieting, proper human consumption of nutrition, it's like saying if you jumped off your garage wearing a cape as a kid and failed to fly, which you would, okay? That just means you have to commit harder and keep trying. That's not what anyone is saying. It's not like saying that at all. It's not like saying that at all. What I do think is a lot more of people that make posts like this probably should have tried to jump off their garage wearing a cape. That might have saved me a lot of stress doing these shows. Make it easier on the balls deep section, that's for sure. Natural selection. I was caught up in this myth for a while. Don't jump off the roofs, kids. You got any kids watching? Don't do that. I was caught up in this myth for a while, but I realized that if I didn't let go of dieting, I was looking at a life of yo-yo dieting, hating my body and then dying as a fat person without ever having lived. This is like what? Fat Heart instead of Braveheart? Every man dies, not every man eats a baconator. Every man dies, not every man really eats. Jesus Christ. Dying as a fat person without ever having lived. What does taking care of your health? Why is taking care of your health not living? How many of you are living just fine, thriving in life, enjoying vacation, going hiking? I mean, if you want to go on, if your idea of a vacation is going on a cruise and stuffing your face for 7 days or going to Disney World, just eating junk all the time, then that's kind of fucking weird. But a lot of people, functioning human beings, their idea of a vacation is going somewhere and hiking in the jungle or going on adventures and snorkeling, doing physical stuff like going and experiencing, walking around a lot. You go to Europe and you're walking and exercising. It's going to help tremendously not being obese. It's going to help tremendously taking care of your health. And so many members of the Swole fam have shown pictures and videos on vacation, walking and hiking. Like, look, I did this. I never could do this before. I promised myself I'd be able to do this. It's what most people will do, right? I mean, if you can go to Disney, maybe you're too big to get on the ride. I love that Braveheart reference, though. Choosing math. What? Choosing math? Hold on a second. I'll read this and then I'll go back. Choosing math, logic, and myself. How dare you use the word logic? How dare you use the fucking word logic?
How dare you?
How dare you? And myself over yet another weight loss attempt is one of the best decisions I've ever made. And it's a decision that I continue to make every day. And the sidewalk thanks you. We thank you for your service. Putting people to work, fixing those cracks. Okay, too soon? All right. I had to. When I listen to just dark garbage like this, I just get upset. All right, choosing math. I'll tell you, using a number, okay, saying the word 95%, putting a number in your post does not mean that you are choosing math, okay? Just because you can write a number down, just because you have that on your keypad, doesn't automatically mean math, okay? You don't understand statistics. You don't understand logic, that's for sure. I don't know what makes you think that you did, but just because you used a number doesn't mean that you're choosing math or using math at all. I thought math was created by cis, white gendered, racist, transphobic, fatphobic males. The patriarchy, math and shit. Oh, speaking of which, I don't fucking have that with me right now. No, hold on. I'm going to get it right now. I'm going to get it right now. I'm going to take a screenshot. Stick with me, fam, because we got one more. What do you think? Yeah, this is like, speaking of math, it's perfect. I can't wait. We can't wait. Has to be talked about now. I have a link somewhere. Yes. Let's see if we got it here. I'm just going to use this just to grab the shot. Check this out. All right, I'm just showing the screenshot right here. So this is from, all right, so let me close that. I'm just taking the screenshot. Apple's weather app refuses to say it's 69 degrees outside and instead rounds up to 70.
What the fuck is that?
It says Apple's weather app does not show the temperature of 69 degrees on iOS 14. The app also appears to have issues with showing a reading of 65 or 71. It's unclear if it's deliberate or a rounding error, given that Apple sources the data from weather.com, which shows the proper temperature. So I better not, this better not be true, Apple. Don't take away that 69, baby. You know this had to be done, the Daily Swole, so you better put that back. You better put that back, motherfucker. Don't take that away from me. Don't take that away from me. Now I'm going to go look at my weather app, and I'm going to go look at the weather app, and I'm going to look in every jurisdiction everywhere for 69. Who knows? I guess it's hiding other numbers. It could be a glitch. It could be an automatic rounding for whatever reason. Maybe there's certain categories that will trigger other, who knows? Who knows? It could be a glitch. So who knows? That's all it said, is that it's not showing 69 when it should. Who knows? Maybe it is. It would make sense that they wouldn't show 69, but why 65 or 71? Was there some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of riot or something that they want to like commemorate now as part of the new weather project? We need to make weather not racist anymore. Anti-racist weather. Why are the clouds white? God damn it. God damn it. For shame. God's racist. He made white clouds. All right. Where are we? Where are we here? Let's see. What's the next thing? Oh, here we go. Let me just sync this up. Ooh. All right. We're going to close this one out. We're almost done, fam. We're going to do one on the last one. All right. So before we get started with the last post, make sure you drop the hashtag Tainty Magooch in the comments down below. That's a beautiful Swole card, ain't it? I know, Falcon. It's glorious. I know, Pumpkin. I know. All right, hashtag Tainty Magooch will give this Swole card away. We'll raffle that off at the end of today's podcast. And we got a couple, who knows, might have to, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. Got some good Tainty there. This one, we have a vegan recipe. Oh God, we have a vegan recipe. Another one. Another one. It's vegan beef. It's vegan.
How dare you?
It's vegan beef. You're coming after my beef, bruh? You're coming after my beef, bruh? Now's not the time, bruh. Now is not the time. No, it is not the banana peel girl. It's a guy, I think, actually. I don't want to assume this person's gender. Actually, I can't tell from the thumbnail. Who knows? We'll find out. You'll see what I mean. All right, here we go. 3, 2, up, schwam, schwam.
This is really good.
Oh, it's a dude.
From tofu to ground beef. Remove any excess water.
Kinda.
Next, in a bowl, soy sauce, olive oil, chili powder, garlic powder, paprika, nutritional yeast, and mix. Now take your tofu and crumble.
Oh, put it
and mix.
No tofu.
To a baking sheet, lightly drizzle some olive oil. Add your ground beef. Now bake for 20 to 25 minutes. Oh yeah, that's what
Wait,
I'm
hold
talking
on.
about. This is good.
Wait, hold on. Let's do this again. Hold on.
This is really good. From tofu to ground beef. Remove any excess water. Next, in a bowl, soy sauce, olive oil, chili powder, garlic powder, paprika, nutritional yeast, and mix. Now take your tofu and crumble it. And mix. To a baking sheet, lightly drizzle some olive oil. Add your ground beef.
That's not ground
now
beef.
Bake for 20 to 25 minutes.
It's not ground beef!
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is good.
No, precious.
60% of
That's
the time,
not ground beef.
it works.
That's
every
soy.
time.
That's tofu.
That doesn't make sense.
That's tofu. Why? This guy looks like he's never eaten beef in his life. All right. As per the research shows. We've talked about this research before. I'm not going to name names. But this guy is eating way too much soy. Look, hey, to each their own. But until he talked, you don't know anymore. All these taint lengths are all completely fucking skewed. The taint lengths are everywhere, fam. They're just so short. They're shrinking. This guy's taint must be like, where's the taint, bro? Where's the taint? You need to eat some fucking steak. Come on. Eat some real beef. Short taint energy. Oh, let's watch that again.
This is really good. From tofu
right, there you go. That ain't steak. This ain't beef. Here's your ground beef. That is tofu with like nutritional yeast and paprika and soy on it. You're putting soy on soy, bro. You're putting soy on soy. The fuck are you doing?
ground beef. Remove any excess water.
That's so bad
Next,
for you.
in a bowl, soy sauce, olive oil, chili powder,
That's so
garlic
bad.
powder,
Gotta put
paprika,
the soy down, bro.
nutritional yeast, and mix. Now take your tofu and crumble it. And mix. To a baking sheet, lightly drizzle some olive oil. Add your ground beef. Now bake for 20 to 25 minutes.
Makes me sick looking at it. That's me.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is good.
Ah,
This is really
all right. All right, let's set up a GoFundMe. Let's get this man a steak. Let's get this man a fucking steak. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So another case of making not beef try to look and taste like beef, when in reality your body is telling you that you need beef. Your body is telling you that it needs some beef. That's what's happening. Just want to tell you, if you feel the need to make food that looks and tastes like beef, eat some beef. Eat some beef. Your body's begging for it. It's asking you. It's so much easier just to go and get the thing that your body wants. There's a reason for it. Let's give away today's Swole card. All right, fam, here we go. Tainty Magooch, fucking Falcon. Are you ready? It's Swole card time, baby. Here we go. Who's gonna win? Hashtag Tainty Magooch in the comments below. Yep. We got a winner, fam. We got a winner. Why is it not showing up? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We got a winner. All right. All right. Hold on. Come on. Stop whining.
Come on.
There we
stop
go.
Whining.
Cool. Got a little beach ball going on for a second. Cherry Pulsiri. Congratulations. There we go. We got it, Falcon. I know you tried so hard. Everyone say congratulations, Sherry. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 1894, and your mailing address in the body of the email. We're going to get a new batch going out. A bunch more went out the other day, so you should be receiving them. Those of you that are waiting on Swole cards, a couple more. Got to get some more stamps for a few more, and then we'll have the ones that are done in the past week or so going out as well. So a bunch went out recently, so you should be getting them soon. Make sure, by the way, that when you get your Swole card in, take a picture of it. Tag us on Instagram, or just post it up in the private Facebook group. Drop it in the Telegram chat, and make sure that you are flexing your Swole card. You can take a selfie, post it on your wall, wherever the fuck you put it, but definitely show off those Swole cards. I love sharing those pics. So we should probably do that. We should do an episode where, yeah, let's do that. We'll post those on the Swole fam. We'll talk about them on the podcast. So start sharing your pictures. I don't really have any specific place to put them, but definitely just start dropping them in the Telegram chat and the Facebook group where you're putting your Swole cards. I like to know where they reside. Some of you put them in the gym. Some of you have it in your car. You have it on your desk. You have it on your squat rack or wherever you put it. So make sure you flex where you got your Swole cards, where they sleep, where they make some sick, where they breed gains, where they fucking inspire you. Always interested in seeing where you put them. I got to get my Swole cards up on the wall. I got to get those Swole cards on the wall. I keep thinking I'm going to do it, and I'm like, not today. But they will go up there. I have some other ideas too, so I'm excited. Congratulations, Shetty. Send us that email. Very stoked to send you this Swole card. There we go. Hell yeah, I have one. I'm waiting on another. Mine's next to my bed. Very nice. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
All right. Perfect place to have a Swole card. Falcon, let's cover this nut up. Can you do us a favor? Yeah, close this beach up. It's time for Papa Swole to jam on that fucking piano.
The little rascal has spirit.
It's all bullshit. All of it.
I got hairy legs.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
You went full retard, man.
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
Inconceivable!
This is Marjorie Stewart Baxter.
Well, thank you so much, fam, for joining me for episode 1894 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex you, flex you, I'll flex our biceps. That's how I motherfucking roll, biatch. Come on. No, you come on, Grandpa. I already made your night-night tea.
Make sure the
Oh,
television,
Jesus Christ.
excuse me, make sure you have the record player on at night.
Yeah, don't even have one. Don't even have one. It's 2021. I got Spotify, motherfucker. Fucking records. Jesus Christ.
You're not making this easy on me, boy.
Oh yeah, nailed it.
He's on fire!
Mr. Strickland.
I don't know how to put this, but kind of a big deal.
Boom shakalaka!
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and to get hot, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
All right, fam. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you over there on SwoleNormousX.com. Join today. Jump on the Hot Swole Summer Special. We have awesome shit coming up this week. We'll follow up tonight right after this. So, fam, head on over to the Telegram chat right after this. So, a little post-Swole action. We'll talk some shop. And tomorrow, episode 1894. And yesterday's episode, the accountability meeting, is available right now inside Swole TV. And a reminder, before we punch out, use code DailySwole at checkout for 10% off papaswolio.com. Get your Swolenormous apparel today. New drops, new designs coming all the time. Very excited for the next fucking collection. It's going to be absolute fire, and it's going to blow your tits off. And, of course, make sure that you are subscribed over on YouTube, The Daily Swole, TikTok, The Daily Swole, Instagram, The Daily Swole, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Be there, because that's where I'm going. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't laugh and they so mad, it's like
Then y'all found that young
is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits.